To lose weight, get healthy, and get your energy back safely, naturally, and effectively. If you'd love to lose unhealthy fat without counting points or calories, no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no HCG, no drugs, no hypnosis or surgery, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695.
Hi, I'm Janelle. I've lost 70 pounds in 30 inches. I know the secret. I feel great now after losing the 70 pounds. I can do stairs. I don't have pain through the day, through the night. As a breast cancer survivor, I knew I needed to lose the weight to prevent future health issues. I feel great, living each day with hope for my future.
For your free private weight loss consultation, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695. WeKnowTheSecret.com.
The first ever Up North Community Expo will be held Thursday, March 2nd from 10 to 5 at the Hodag Dome in Rhinelander. Over 70 exhibitors from 7 counties will help you discover businesses, nonprofits, meet employers, and grow your network with free admission.
Up North at 4 with Nate and Jeff starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Nate Myhock, and welcome to Up North at 4. Today on the show, we'll learn about the upcoming meat raffle that's being held at the Sainer Pub over the weekend. Carrie Bladorn, our lovely Northwoods historian, joins us with another edition of Connecting the Dots, this time covering the logging industry in our area. And finally, Jeff and I play a little quiz, as we always do. We'll get to all that in a bit, but first, here's your top 4 at 4. If you posed a question to residents in our area asking why they love the Northwoods, a common response would be the scenery and the feeling of being out in the wild. And maybe that's exactly what this Andean bear wanted in St. Louis, just a nice look at the scenery. The bear, who is named Ben, broke out of his outdoor habitat on the zoo yesterday. It took a little less than an hour before Ben was wrangled back into his pen, but what's truly wild, it was actually his second escape this month alone. After his initial attempt for freedom, Ben's cage was reinforced, but apparently it wasn't strengthened enough, so now the zoo says they'll be looking for an alternative plan to secure Ben's home. I think that might be for the best. We have all heard that old cliche, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, a Pennsylvania resident recently made a discovery that he originally thought was just misplaced garbage, but as it turned out, the object had a little more history than he was expecting. Joe Frisetta came across this bottle during a walk at a state park. He then realized that there was something written on the inside of the bottle, and that turned out to be a message from 50 years ago. A group of 4 that shared their experiences while camping in that very same state park. Apparently, their campsite neighbors had been a bit noisy during their stay, but the message was then posted to social media, and that brought in a flood of messages and stories and posts from others relating their time in the park. However, Frisetta and his wife are hoping to connect with the note's original authors and maybe find out if their neighbors learned to keep quiet at nighttime. So I'm about to share a dirty little secret about the public school system. Every student body likely has someone running a black market. Don't worry, it's usually nothing nefarious. It's usually just pens or pencils, marked down from the little school office. But now the underground money-making scheme at high schools is entering the modern age in a big way. A city employee in Massachusetts has been charged with illegal use of electric power because he was running a crypto mining operation underneath the local school buildings. In a crawl space between the middle and high schools, officials found computers and wiring running the length of the tunnel. Essentially, the man responsible was using taxpayer money to create his own currency. It's a bit of a no-no. And now he's facing charges ranging from fraud and vandalism. On the plus side for the high school students, this story will be a great fun fact for those icebreakers once they get into college. Running a crypto mine under the local school, not allowed. It's just a shame, though, that this crime doesn't come with a cooler title. For example, I always feel like the folks at NASA know how to turn some heads when it comes to picking out new names, like the Forbidden Planet. That sounds awesome, I know. The agency says they discovered this planet recently, a planet that sits about 280 light years away from Earth. But the name came about because NASA says this discovery is challenging their previous theory about how planets are formed. So the name is a little cooler than the actual reason, but the Forbidden Planet does sound like a great location for Jeff in our upcoming Where in the World is Jeff Weller series.
It does make you want to go there.
And speak of the devil, he appears. Jeff Weller joining us now. The Forbidden Planet.
It makes you want to go because the name is like that, right? Okay, Nate, here we go. Out there today, some clouds early, followed by lots of sunshine out there right now. It's been a gorgeous day, as you know, but a bit cool with temperatures hanging out in the upper teens across the area today. Right now, we're at 16 in Rhinelander, a west wind around 5, making it feel like 9. Over in Wausau, 16 for you, a bit cloudy cover there. Southwest breeze around 6, making it feel like 7 outside now. And around the horn, everybody is back below average again today. But we're going to work on this, though, as warmer temperatures are on the way, beginning tomorrow, but more so getting in here Sunday into Monday and Tuesday of next week. On paper, that looks like this. So 25 tomorrow. We'll take it with the sunshine, right? 32 for Sunday. And then look at Monday, 29, 35 Tuesday. So overall, we're going above average temperatures through much of next week. Not by a lot, just by a little bit. Overall, warmer temperatures are on the way. Also on the way, some snowfall. Now, not a lot of snowfall, just a little snowfall for now. We have increasing clouds across the region currently, and that's a little bit of instability across the west right there. There's a little system in here. It's got a little oomph with it. It's got a little moisture with it. That's going to ride across Wisconsin tonight, and a widespread 1 to 2 inch snowfall is likely tonight, most likely starting 9, 10 o'clock tonight and ending before sunrise tomorrow morning. And then overall, a couple of you along the UP border could get close to 3 inches with this one. Overall, a widespread 1 to 2. So here we go. The forecast for tonight, snowfall-wise, looks like this. So again, a widespread 1 to 2 inch snowfall. A couple of you could get a little bit more than that. And then we get a break in the action through tomorrow and also throughout the day on Sunday, followed by our next weather system getting in here on Monday. And it's a doozy. It's coming into parts of California right now and make a beeline for southern Wisconsin on Monday. On that track, we have more snow in the forecast for north central Wisconsin. For tonight, though, just partly cloudy, cold with areas of snow out there as well. A 1 to 2 inch snowfall with low temperatures down near 8. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
There are never enough hours in the day. I'm always making trade-offs, sacrifices. But I'll keep going. Even when it feels like there's no way I can do it all, I won't give up. I'm doing this for me and for them. We're doing this together. North Central Technical College's virtual college. Flexible learning, because our time is precious.
Countertops are the center of a home. With elegant to everyday options. Easy installation you can do yourself. And durability that can take you from crayons to calculus. Transform everyday spaces into gathering places with custom craft countertops. 11% off at Menards.
We so amazing.
The stylish Chevy Equinox RS. And Chevy Blazer RS.
So captivating.
You don't have to be an influencer to be an influencer. The RS family of Chevy SUVs. Definitely worth a follow. Well-qualified buyers get 2.99% financing on all Equinox models or get $1,000 cash allowance on all 2023 Equinox models. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $750 cash allowance.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. Joining me now is Gina and Jan from the Plum Lake Saners Lions Club. There's a meat raffle coming up.
Correct.
What is going on with this meat raffle here? I'm curious, Gina. Tell me more about this. What's happening?
Baskets, meat from TJ's Butcher Block, bunch of raffle baskets that you can get on, a football from the Packers we're going to raffle off.
We got Admiral tickets. We got all from the local businesses around that have donated generously for this. This is our annual meat raffle. That is our major fundraiser for the community. And 100% of the proceeds go back into the community from this meat raffle. So we have collected at least 30, if not more, baskets from all the local businesses like Murmuring Waters and St. Germain and the Pub and Prime in St. Germain. So we've got gift certificates and we've got bottles of booze and we've got apparel, and it's just going to be fun-filled activities from noon until 3 on Saturday
at the Sainer Pub.
A lot of good stuff. I'm hearing food. I'm hearing drinks, memorabilia. Yep. I mean, you guys literally kind of have it all planned out here. I love it. So this is going on at the pub on Saturday. Anybody can show up, buy their way in, get a raffle ticket. How does this work?
Come by sled, come by car.
Yep, come by sled, come by car. The only thing that you have to be present for is the actual meat raffling, because we don't have any place to store it if someone comes back for it. So you have to be present to win the meat, but we get that done right in the beginning. But for the basket and the cash raffle, you don't need to be present to win. We'll get down your name and phone number. You'll put a number on the back of the ticket. And then when we draw, somebody will notify you if you are not present.
Okay. So maybe drop your name in, go get some shopping done, do whatever it is that you need to do, and hopefully you win or something. But so, all right. A lot of this money you said is going back, or all this money you said is going back to the community, right? How exactly is that working then? So that you guys get the money, hand out these prizes, that all goes to local businesses? Is this how that's working?
No, we have service programs. Our motto for the Lions Club is we serve, and we serve the community. So we get scholarships to local students. We give to iBank. We give to the fire department and the EMS, Plum Lake. We also they're talking about running broadband through here. We're donating for that. We are upgrading our park that desperately needs it. So we also are donating to that. And then we donate to families in need. And then we also provide community dinners and trunk or treat, Christmas dinners, fall dinners that are free of charge. It includes food and games for the kids. And we give out books to all the kids that show up. So we, like I said, all of the 100% of the proceeds go back into the community.
Mm-hmm. So this is all going for not just a great cause, but great causes, plural, right? Correct. It's going back to the community. It's going back to all these awesome programs and initiatives. And I think I love just the fact that, this is a way to kind of get everyone involved in kind of helping and making it feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves, right? And so. Correct. Yep. Is this kind of like the first year we're doing this, or has this been going on for a while now?
It's been going on for a while. Yeah, but this is the first year at the Sainer Pub.
Correct. And this is our first year in charge of it. So that's why we're coming up with new ideas on how to make it better.
Okay. All right. So new ideas, how to make it better. Just throwing this one out here. We get Jeff Weller, my co-host. We get him to make an appearance next year. I can twist his arm into doing it. What do we think?
That would be awesome.
I don't know if I have the authority to make that decision, but I'm going to force him.
Yeah, I would love that. I'm sure he would too.
All right. I'll try to convince him. I'll start today, and we can try to convince him for next year. We can hopefully make this a thing. All right.
Or, or Saturday would be fine.
All right. I'll make sure to pass.
Yep, and we have a bone for Theo.
Oh, there we go. So, yeah. Hey, Theo gets an invite. Jeff gets an invite. We can make this happen for sure, you guys. All right.
Yes, so this absolutely.
This is happening at the pub Saturday, 12 to 4. Is that correct?
Well, it's 12 to 3, but it'll probably run late.
Okay.
I plan to have the meat done, at least that part of it.
All righty. You two, this has been a blast talking to you both, and I seriously wish you guys the best of luck with this event going on this weekend. And like I said, hopefully we can be doing this again next year around this time, getting ready for it. In the meantime, though, we're going to take a break here at Up North at 4. We'll be right back after this.
RVA has helped me learn by giving me more hands-on activities.
I can watch his writing develop. He has confidence to ask questions of his teachers if he doesn't understand. He's composing his own schedule, which is a lot like what a young adult is going to need to learn how to do, and he's learning that at 11.
My favorite part about being in the RVA is all the amazing clubs. I get on some clubs, and then I realize that there are so many people like me.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
This week on Wheel, it's all about the teens.
I have a lot in common with teens. The suit, for example, is 13 years old.
I like money. Meet Forrest.
I asked you your favorite subject, and you said?
It's lunch.
Okay.
Gotta eat.
And meet Caden.
I am a triple threat, is what I like to call it.
Singing, dancing, and
coding.
Get excited for Teen Week.
Weeknights at 6:30 on NBC 12.
Tonight, an early morning murder.
Why didn't anyone see anything? It was just this feeling of panic.
And a secret that wouldn't stay hidden.
She looked at me, she goes, "You're not going to believe this."
I had no idea what was coming.
Dateline tonight, 9/8 Central.
When all this began, I was a different person. You've killed 3 people. I'm not perfect. There's an end waiting for all of us.
The Blacklist, Sunday after Magnum PI on NBC.
Connecting the dots, reliving Northwood's history with Carrie Bladorn.
Logging in the Northwoods of Wisconsin has a long history, and modern equipment has come a long way from the broad axe, a two-man saw, and a pair of oxen with a slave. For thousands of years, work in the woods depended on man, animal, and water power to cut trees and to move the logs to a sawmill. Around 1904, one of the biggest advancements in logging technology up to that time rolled into the forests of northern Wisconsin with the Phoenix Steam Log Hauler. The Phoenix is a Shay-style locomotive built on continuous tracks with skis on the front. It's a 4-cylinder steam-powered engine that produces 100 horsepower, and although a slow-moving machine, it could haul up to 18 log-loaded sleighs at once. It took 3 men to operate, 2 in the cab manning the boiler and firebox, and 1 in front to steer. It was one of a few different track-style machines being invented around the turn of the century. In 1903, the Phoenix Manufacturing Company of Eau Claire, Wisconsin, purchased patent rights for a steam-powered log hauler from the Lombard Company in Maine. After a few adjustments and upgrades, it began building its Phoenix Centipedes, named after their snake-like movement through the woods with sleighs in tow. As you can imagine, this new equipment made hauling logs out of the forest much easier and efficient. Horse and oxen teams took a sigh of relief. But industrial innovation often came with a price, and the steam-powered log hauler put more than a few teamsters out of work. Phoenix produced less than 200 of these machines. Quite a few of them operated in the Northwoods of Wisconsin, but many others were sent to Canada, Alaska, and as far away as Europe. These ironclad beasts of burden could operate at extremely cold temperatures, below -50 degrees, and could pull a tremendous amount of weight, over 80,000 feet of logs. What was once the height of log hauling technology, the Phoenix became a thing of the past in a relatively short period of time. Eventually, improvements from other tracked log haulers that ran on gas began to overtake the industry. And in turn, the Phoenix Manufacturing Company filed for bankruptcy in 1925. Today, only 10 of these machines are known to exist, as most were scrapped for metal during World War II. 2 of them are located in Wisconsin, right here in the Northwoods. One that was owned by the Tipler Logging Company was involved in a fire and was subsequently put on exhibit at the original Rhinelander Logging Museum in 1932. Today, it's on static display at Pioneer Park Historical Complex in Rhinelander with a rebuilt cab. Another Phoenix, one of only 3 that still operate, was owned by the G.W. Jones Lumber Company of Wabeno and is on display at the Wabeno Logging Museum. This Phoenix is occasionally fired up and driven in their town's annual Steam Up Days, as well as taken to other steam shows. It's always a big hit with spectators and steam-powered enthusiasts. The Phoenix is a remarkable piece of machinery and fun to see slowly clanking around on its large metal tracks. The Northwoods of Wisconsin is lucky to have a few of these awesome relics of the industrial past on display, preserving the logging heritage of Wisconsin that continues to this day. I'm Kerry Bladorn, and this is Connecting the Dots, reliving Northwoods history on Newswatch 12.
Connecting the Dots, reliving Northwoods history with Kerry Bladorn.
Thank you for watching Connecting the Dots on WJFW. If you have any Northwoods history you'd like to see covered on this program, feel free to send me a message on my Facebook page, Kerry Bladorn, Northwoods Historian, or email me at northwoodshistorian@gmail.com.
The Rhinelander Pub is now open Monday to Saturday. Come enjoy our newly expanded lunch and dinner menu featuring longtime pub favorites and new entree additions. You will love our all-you-can-eat soup and salad bar and Friday seafood buffet.
Sinking driveway? Call SureDry. Settling patio? Call SureDry. Uneven pool deck? Call SureDry. Collapsing stoop? Call SureDry. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call SureDry. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time. They get better with SureDry. Schedule your free estimate today.
Tune in weeknights as Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller brings you the most up-to-the-minute weather data. Utilizing industry-leading technology, WJFW provides you an accurate forecast for your Northwoods weather.
It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. Get started on your next Ford SUV, like Bronco, Explorer, or the new Escape. Get here to get a deal on the SUV's #1 in brand loyalty. It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. During Auto Show, choose Flex Buy on Escape, Edge, or Explorer with 3.9% APR financing for 66 months plus 1,000 Auto Show cash.
Welcome to Land O'Lakes, Serenity at the top of Wisconsin.
Stay with us at the Gateway Lodge in Land O'Lakes. Relax in our indoor pool, delicious dinners, and the coziest lounge in town. Come back to tradition at the historical Gateway Lodge.
Rhinelander Pub is open for lunch. Our full menu featuring our all-you-can-eat soup and salad bar is now available for lunch. Ideal for business lunches or get-togethers with family or friends. We open daily at 11 a.m. We welcome reservations.
Welcome back to Up North at 4. All right, Jeff, obviously we're in the news industry, and so being in the news industry means we got to report things with the correct facts, and you have to have accuracy, and you need to know how to separate truth from what is fiction, right?
Yes.
On the flip side of that, though, there is also a wild industry, yet somewhat entertaining and interesting part of our society, the tabloids industry. And I always see them at the grocery store, but I never see people actually buying it or reading tabloids.
Right, but yet they make an incredible amount of money.
They're a huge moneymaker.
Yes.
So like the National Enquirer was sold recently, and the reported price, it wasn't disclosed, but the reported price was somewhere around $100 million, which is just insane to think about. And it's also not a bad little payday for a publication that writes just anything.
Well, they write catchy headlines, right? And they're protected by free speech.
Yes.
So,
So with that in mind, though, Jeff, being as how we're in the news industry, I'm going to see how sharp you are. If you've gotten a little rusty over the years, I'm going to give you some headlines, and then you have to tell me if these are real newspaper headlines or if they're from tabloids. Does it make sense?
Okay, I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, let's see. Let's take a look here at the first one we got for you. How about this headline? Safety meeting ends in accident. Is that a real newspaper or is that
I'm going to say real
tabloid? Let's take a look here. Safety meeting ends in accident. That one is, drum roll please, it's real. That's something about that. It's like you do a double take. You're like,
right,
I got to learn more about this. This is good stuff.
Right. See, they write these headlines that draw you in, and then that's all they advertise.
So this one drew me in as well. That's why I picked this one here. Let's roll up the next one if we can. How about police terrified as UFO responds to their signals?
Well,
UFOs,
I think you gave it away. You said this next one you saw it, so this is real as well.
You think this one's real?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. It's been in the news lately. It's
Police
a tabloid. But see, exactly. I looked, I'm like, I want to read more about this, even though it's from the National Enquirer. All righty. Jeff, I think you'll get a kick out of this third one here. How about cows lose their jobs as milk prices drop? Is that a real newspaper or a tabloid? Cows lose their jobs as milk prices drop. Let's take a look. Jeff's saying tabloid. It's real. I don't even know what that means. How do you...
Well, I mean, cows give milk, and if milk prices drop, there's more
who's got an
milk on the market, right?
Cows?
You know, supply and demand, right?
I'm gonna give you one more here. If we can, I'm gonna tell our director to skip ahead to this one about owls.
Dead hubby's ghost haunts toilet.
Haunts toilet.
Where's Texas widow?
That one's a tablet. I like this one. This one though, I love this one. The owls are not what they seem. I love this headline.
I don't even get it.
Is this real? What exactly? You want to read more, don't you?
Real.
You think this is real?
The owls are not what they seem.
Owls are not what they seem. Jeff says real.
The owls are not what they seem.
I don't even know what it means.
What does that mean? Arlington North Military Theater, like that's when they're called.
Don't trust the owls.
Owl.
Don't trust the owls. Don't trust the tabloids, Jeff. It's fun. It's a fun thing to look at.
We'll come back.
All right. You can trust us, and we'll be right back after this on Uplifted.
Right now is absolutely the best time of year to buy furniture, and Slumberland Furniture is the best place during our huge President's Sale. Check out this gorgeous sectional, and it comes with a free ottoman, plus so much more during our huge President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Welcome to Patchouli Garden in Park Falls. We love authentic Indonesian patchouli, and we specialize in our original custom blends. Everything with the Patchouli Garden name on it we make right here in our store. Visit Patchouli Garden in the store or online.
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Anywhere. Find new experiences. Find new roads. Get 2.99% financing for 5 years on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $12.50 cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $32.50 total cash allowance.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Wausau Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our unique doctor-supervised program makes it easy to lose weight, get healthy, and get your energy back safely, naturally, and effectively. If you'd love to lose unhealthy fat without counting points or calories, no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no HCG, no drugs, no hypnosis or surgery, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695.
Hi, I'm Janelle. I've lost 70 pounds in 30 inches. I know the secret. I feel great now after losing the 70 pounds. I can do stairs. I don't have pain through the day, through the night. As a breast cancer survivor, I knew I needed to lose the weight to prevent future health issues. I feel great, living each day with hope for my future.
For your free private weight loss consultation, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695. WeKnowTheSecret.com.
Looking to break into the world of broadcast television? WJFW is now hiring for various positions. Go to WJFW.com to apply. Don't miss this opportunity.
Looking at mattresses? Buying a mattress can be uncomfortable. That's why Slumberland has modernized the process. Right now at our huge President's Sale, get this Sealy Posturepedic mattress for $5.99. Slumberland, mattress shopping reinvented.
Alrighty, Jeff, we have survived the week. We have survived the snowstorm. Another one's coming, so snowmobilers.
Great weekend. Enjoy the trails, of course. Some more rain and snow in the forecast on Monday, but until then, just enjoy it outside.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on Up About That 4.
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Anywhere. Find new experiences. Find new roads. Get 2.99% financing for 5 years on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $1,250 cash allowance on this Silverado with a 2.7-liter engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $3,250 total cash allowance.